Your competence and resume. You must work on yourself. You must do something to yourself. God has already worked some things inside you. It is your responsibility to work out what God has worked in. It is your responsibility to bring out what God has invested inside you. Go to verse 31, same chapter, verse 31. And when the words were heard, which David spake, they rehearsed them before Saul, and he sent for him. Next verse. David said to Saul, let no man's heart fail because of him. Thy servant will go and fight with this Philistine. So David was telling Saul that, calm down, I will take care of it. He had competence. Now next verse. And Saul said to David, thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth. David was just a boy. Saul told him, you can't do anything. You can't win this guy. This guy is a giant, and he has been fighting since he was young. But David was not going to listen to what Saul said. It was time to present his resume. Next verse. And David said unto Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock. So David said, there was a day I was looking after my father's sheep. A lion came and took one of the sheep. At another time, a bear came. Next verse. And I went after him and smote him and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard and smote him and slew him. So David said, when the bear came, he took my father's sheep. I went after the bear. I removed the sheep from his mouth and I killed the bear. Saul said, what? David said, sir, that is not all. This is just the beginning. At another time, a lion came and took one of my sheep. I went after the lion. I removed the sheep, held it by its beard and tore it open. Saul said, what? David said, yes, that is me. Next verse, same chapter. Thy servant slew both the lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them, seeing he had defied the armies of the living God. Brothers and sisters, that contract you have been pursuing that has been like a Goliath, it is time to devour. As you go out tomorrow, I tell you, opportunities will present themselves. It is time to present your resume, and you will begin to tell them, I did so and so job, I delivered so and so and so. This might be looking bigger, but in the name of my God, I will deliver. It doesn't matter how inadequate you might have been. Look at the Bible tells us that Saul mated David. He said, you are a boy. I know you. Little boy, go and meet your daddy. David said, I'm not a little boy, man. He said, I have done things in the past, and this Goliath shall be like one of them. So you prep yourself. You get yourself ready. Listen to me. The Bible tells us that we walk by faith, not by sight. We walk by faith, not by sight. Begin to prepare yourself because something is coming. Begin to prepare yourself. Begin to build your resume. Begin to build your competence, because one day you will stand before men and women of authority, and that day is not far away. It is now, because this is our time of appearance. This is our time of emergence. This is our time of revealing. Lift up your hands. Say, the opportunities are coming my way, and I will be ready. I will be ready.